Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to another process video, and today I'm working on 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is day number 23, and I am using this sketch here. This is by Lisa Cuneo at my scrapbook table, and I'm going to use the Flannel Season by Simple Stories. So I had picked this up probably about a month ago and have yet to use it, so this is one of their newer kind of wintry, Christmassy collections. So of course I've got all the papers there with a ton of ephemera. This video actually will be pretty short because, again, you can see I'm still at that farmhouse with the little tiny table, and so I do end up cutting off quite a bit of the bottom of this. The table shook a lot, so a lot of time would have my camera in the right placement, but then like the table would shake and then it'd shift, the camera would kind of shift. And so I'm documenting a couple photographs of my oldest son now, who is 11. This was, I think, that might have been before we had my other son. So yeah, so he would have been about 2 there. And I picked out this collection because I really like this kind of sweater pattern paper. It reminded me of the little sweater he had on these pictures. So I didn't want to do the whole layout in that, and to me it looked like the sketch had like some strips of paper up at the top with kind of like a scallop. I did end up trying to do a scallop piece and just did not like how it looks. So this sweater piece will actually be the piece of paper up at the top. And I think I stick pretty true to the sketch here. Maybe not 100%, but it's been a little bit of my MO to kind of go a little rogue on them. But I really truly do try to stick with them. If I go off, go a little rogue with it, it's usually because it's just something's not working for me with the particular collection I picked. So here's where I try to put in the scallop. Because the door was right in the background, I thought that this would work, but so I put it down. Thankfully I was able to peel it back up. I mean, it did end up pulling some of the paper up, but I ended up putting a different piece there. I just didn't like how the red looked with that particular paper. It just kind of felt like it clashed. And so I was kind of set on it initially, and then because I was trying to stay true to the sketch and use something that I had scalloped, because I didn't have like a scallop border punch with me or anything since we were on vacation. So this is where I'm like, I just don't like it. I just feel like it clashes, and so I pull it up. And thankfully I still will be able to use that sticker. It won't really stick down now, but it's the only problem with the cardstock stickers is sometimes, like, once you pull them up, you can't really get them stuck back down. So this paper had like a bunch of like little writing, like "Let It Snow," like a lot of like kind of Christmassy, wintry type lyrics. And so I just decided that I liked that better with kind of the color of the paper up at the top as well as the background paper. And so that's what I choose to use. Now it's not scalloped simply because I didn't have a scallop border punch with me. So and then I end up cutting, it looked like to me on the left-handed picture that there were 2 tags kind of tucked in on their side, kind of where the little eyelet piece was sticking out. I really like Simple Stories tags, especially like the side that has a lot of artwork on it. And so I decided to just do 1 tag sticking out, and so then that way you could see the full tag rather than just part of the tag. And a lot of this collection was very vintagey feeling, which I think it was vintage flannel season. So very aptly named because it did have like a lot of like old kind of vintagey feeling drawings, a lot of like kind of vintagey feeling like ads that you would have expected to see back in the day. So, and I love antiques and old advertisements. So like this collection was like right up my alley. So I'm trying to decide. There looked like to me like there was like a cluster or something up here from the sketch. So I kind of wanted to put that there, but I was kind of like back and forth on whether or not I liked it. And then this is foam stickers. And I just thought this would make a cute title. I had gone back and forth with a few other different pieces, but I just liked the Let It Snow, and it kind of pulled in some more of that red door. This little snowman was so cute, and I had to work it in there because the pictures were kind of more Christmassy pictures of him. So I wanted to work in, since this was kind of taking more of like a wintry feel to it, I wanted to get the snowman worked in there with holding the Christmas tree, because then I kind of felt like that worked a little bit more Christmas in. I add some little sticker snowflakes. I ended up popping the snowman up on foam, added a couple enamel dots as well as some flat back brads, and here is the finished layout. I will include the information down below for the Facebook group as well as the YouTube playlist. And I appreciate you for coming by to watch another process video.